Santos out for the opening kick. And we're underway from Soldier Field. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. Bringing them out to 4th overall pick in 2023 out of Florida, a super athlete at quarterback, Anthony Richardson.
I don't think it's hyperbole to say that when Anthony Richardson came out of the draft out of Florida, he was the greatest all-around athlete we'd ever seen at quarterback. 240 pounds, running 4.4, jumping 40 inches. He was the envy of defensive ends and linebackers that couldn't put up those numbers. Now, it's taken all those athletic traits and squeezing them into the quarterback position, maximizing all that physical talent to become the superstar he can be.
And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Escapes a defender. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
This set of downs starts with an option right. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 39. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
1st down throw here from Richardson. Fires right away, but incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. That one finds Josh Downs. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
They're going to turn to Taylor on 3rd down. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a 1st and goal.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. This throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. And he has the Indianapolis touchdown! The Colts finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming, allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
That one splits the uprights. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Tyler Scott now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here come the Bears as they get set for their debut series. And they're brought out by a player with immense expectations and promise in the league. He was picked first overall in 2024 out of USC, Caleb Williams.
Caleb was one of the most hyped prospects ever out of college football, and I'm not speaking out of turn or any hyperbole there. It's why he was the #1 pick. And you put on his highlight reel, Kate, you could put that highlight reel against anybody the last 50 years. The way that he creates and extends plays, the ways that he can run and still sling it totally off platform and off balance all over the field. He also does it with a flair and eccentricity that is unique and really not common coming into the league as well. A superstar in the making.
Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Bears first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Williams to throw on first. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Kenny Moore there to make the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Searches from pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Williams from the gun. The pressure's there, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense. It just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. Josh Downs deep for the Colts. Fair catch hauled in at the 18-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Colts will take over. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. On target to Downs. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. 7-0 is our score. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Ready now for our second quarter. The Colts have the football. They're looking at second and pretty short. Option give to Taylor. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. 2 yards on the pickup. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action with Richardson. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Taylor again. And he'll advance this down to the 38-yard line. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
2nd down carry for Taylor. Juke the defender. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Colts.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. And that one's going to hit the turf.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Oh, he got way too much under that one. Too high. That's incomplete. Nearly an interception on that play. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Richardson on 3rd. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Taylor now up the middle. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. Second down now, 7 to go. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts pull out in front further, 13-zip. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Gay to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts double their lead to 14. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their second drive. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Play made by E.J. Speed. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Staying grounded with Swift. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Brought down by Julian Blackman. Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Williams to throw on 3rd. Connection made to the rookie from Washington. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. New set of downs for him from the 46. First down throw by Williams. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And it sets up 2nd down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Out of the pistol, Williams. And they get to him again. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
He's on the move. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Torrey Taylor on to punt. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. Got 46 on his first punt, and this one's pushing a little more distance. He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And they're going to take over possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Richardson now. Complete out to the right side. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10 from the 41. Richardson back to throw. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. This one misses the tight end. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll throw again, Richardson. Nice work by the back here, playing safety valve, complete. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Colts going to kick this away now on 4th, and it's Rigoberto Sanchez on for the punt. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And it's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards. We've reached halftime. The Colts on the road and enjoying a nice little lead here. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, sit tight. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But for now, this is our halftime report. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. The Chicago offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. They've got 1st down from the 31. handoff left for Swift. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. Second down. Working from the gun, Williams. This finds Carter complete. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Going to run again with Swift. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up. To throw, Williams. Completed to his running back. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Chicago first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down, here's Swift. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Brought down by Julian Blackman. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Running with Swift out of the gun. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Williams to throw. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Roma Dunze, the intended receiver. So they're left with 4th down here.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. This from 48 on the left hash. Carney's kick is good. And that'll get him back to 11.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Josh Downs to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Straight ahead with Taylor. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. That was Montez Sweat who took him down. Only a couple there, hoping obviously for considerably more. And that's going to bring up third and very long. Now Richardson to throw. This one finds Taylor. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Here's first and 10 from the 34. Here's Taylor. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have second and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and 3 now. They go again with Taylor. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
First down, and they go right back to him. Open space inside the 40. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
On first down, it's Richardson. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Takes off right out of the read option. And he's stopped, so that's going to take us to the end of the third. So we hit the end of the third quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a two-score game to begin the fourth. Offense set for a first and 10. Off the play fake, here's Richardson. Doesn't have the hook up there, incomplete pass. Looking for the back that time. So it'll be second down.
Hey, Kate, you know that line, time is of the essence? It certainly is in the pocket. Not enough time there to let that play develop down the field, and the two were not able to reel it in.
Running left out of the second down option. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Forced out to his... Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the pressure drives them backwards.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now, it's second and goal. Here's Richardson. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. And that throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it'll be third and goal. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does it.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
Hey, I get it. You know, there are times as a decision maker playing quarterback, you take a sack and you cut your losses. But when you get an opportunity in the red zone on third down, you'd love to give your guy on the other end a chance. Because a touchdown, well, we know in the course of outcomes of games, so much more influential than settling for a field goal.
Up and good from Fairbairn. And that extends their lead to 14.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Bears about set for their next possession. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Off the play fake, Williams. Odunze's got it, right side. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 28. And that falls incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that takes them to third down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Third down, here's Williams. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's good for a Bears first down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Offense in the hurry up here. Williams to throw on first. Catch made underneath by the back. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 2nd and 6 now. He's on the move. He's on the move. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. He gets 6 on that play, and that's a Chicago first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Williams thrown again here on second down. Completed here to Komet. And this one does not go far.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Buys time, rolling right. He's running for it. And they're going to bring him down just as we've come up to the 2-minute warning. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Swift hauls it in. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. With 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Williams from the gun. Has it at the 7. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Now here's Williams. The throw is caught. Touchdown, Chicago! All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Up for the onside kick here. Gotta find a way to get it back. Just a little over 1.5 minutes remaining. And the Colts are able to bring in the kick. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Ooh, can't get it back on the onside kick. Can still get a final chance with a quick 3-and-out, though, albeit not with a lot of time for them left to work with.
Yeah, Kate, unless they can force a miracle turnover, and we've seen that before, a 3-and-out is really the only avenue remaining. Defense, go buckle it up.
The Colts back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. First and 10 from the 41. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And they'll have just one left to burn now. marker. It's 2nd and 5. Taylor again. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
2nd down, probably going to see him kneel it again here. Second down carry for Taylor. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. Moving in the right direction that time, but only 2 yards picked up, so it's 3rd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's the Colts who come away with a win on the road. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.